Hello there, people of YouTube. Sorry if I'm a little bit loud. Basically, my camera is basically stopped working for now. um, I think it needs charging, but for some reason it started acting really weird. So, yeah. Obviously, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the screen because I'm there. But yeah, basically cut out all the boring stuff. I've been away for quite some time. It's been 2 months. I've been not only have I been ill, I've been um, working on my health and spending time with family as well as just lazing around, to be honest. But yeah, this is weird because I don't usually record like this. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing like a series of videos rather than just being like, oh yeah, here's a long ass video, watch it. I would basically do like a series, basically. So I'm gonna basically do, well, I said basically a lot. A video a week, basically. Every Tuesday you'll have a video from me. So yeah, just thought I'd say that rather than just be like, oh yeah, he's like one video that's gonna be like what, an hour or two long. So yeah. um. So onto my PS3 collection. First game is Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection. This is the PAL version. I did get the US version, as you've seen before in the video. Pardon me. This basically how it differs from the US version. It has a slip cover, more of a sleeve rather than a slip cover. And basically, the art book is hardback rather than soft, like a soft cover. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this cost me what normal price of what you would pay for it on release. Yeah, happy to have this. Even though I already did the US version, but happy to have this, the UK version, because now I have a full UK Metal Gear collection. It's my favourite series, so I'll be buying like every version of Metal Gear ever. So, like, yeah. Next game, sticking with the Konami theme, is Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Nice colour there. I'm sorry about blinding you. Yeah, this is the slipcover that goes over it, and basically you get obviously the DLC, and well, all the DLC for Lords of Shadow. You get the Lords of Shadow Mirror Fate HD, and you also get the demo for this upcoming second game. Lovely bit of artwork on the steelbook. Now I'm a sucker for steelbooks, and this is really cheap, and I didn't have it on PS3, so I wanted to get this collection, and it's the only one that. This is Zavvi exclusive, by the way. It was £22, I think it was, and I bought this and my friend Little Dot Comet, like early Christmas present for him, and he's like a massive fan of Castlevania. He's Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid, so it's kind of cool. We're both in the Konami family, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I haven't got around to playing the first game on PS3 yet, but I did play the demo of the second, and it is absolutely amazing. And I played a little bit of Mirror Fate HD, even though I did finish it on 3DS. I did play a little bit on, well, I should really just close up. I did play a little bit on PS3, and it does look really nice. There's the disc, and obviously the manual, which you don't. But hang on, you don't really get these anymore, really, ever. The download code for Mirror Fate and all the DLC and Lords of Shadow 2 demo is, the code is on the back of the manual, even though I found it a bit strange because I could have put it just basically on the disc, or they could have included another disc with that on. But nonetheless, pretty cool. Maybe that. Oops, sorry. Maybe that's for the 360 version, because I mean, nothing against 360 because it is my main system to play on. But I mean, they do like kind of milk the discs, so to speak. Next game that I got, waited for price drop. I did want to get it on launch, but I kind of waited because I had a lot more other stuff to play. Still need to get around to it because I kind of still playing the other stuff. But yeah, Beyond Two Souls. Sorry for that massive color, but it's kind of hard because like it's kind of mirrored when I show the games off. Like if I took it that way, like, yeah, there we go. Beyond Two Souls. Heard it's a really great story. You know, I wouldn't expect nothing less from Quantic Dream. It is Quantic, right? Yeah, Quantic Dream. I usually say something completely different after them. Heavy Rain, one of my favourite games. One of my favourite games last gen, because we are in the next gen now. Watch out, people. Xbox One and PS4, and Wii U. Watch out. But yeah, sorry, I just had to stab at that because, to be honest, we didn't need an next gen system now, but I have played on an Xbox One. It's pretty cool. I wanted to play on a PS4, but a couple of chavs were kind of blocking my way, so I couldn't really play on it, and they were like, yay, FIFA. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, Heavy Rain was one of my favourites, as US will call it, Indigo Prophecy for Fahrenheit. We call it Fahrenheit. That is my dog being a pain in the butt. We called it Fahrenheit. Yeah, he's grunting at me now. Where, you know, in the US, Indigo Prophecy. And there was another one on Dreamcast. I can't remember the name right now, but that was a pretty good game as well. I mean, these are really good at storytelling and, you know, making it like a movie with gameplay aspects, so to speak. Anyway, next game, well, next couple of games. Basically, this is the base of an anime series and a manga series. The manga series was obviously out first, like, you know, with all of the manga and the anime. Like, the manga does successful and then the anime is like, yay, we'll do it now. But obviously I stopped watching the anime because it was just filled with like absolute filler. Some of the filler episodes are actually quite enjoyable, where some of them ain't, so to speak. But yeah, the games are more of a simplified story. It doesn't really go into full detail like the manga does. The anime kind of extends the story a little bit and changing a lot to make it more, you know, an episodic thing. But the game basically simplifies it a lot. But anyway, shut up, Brian. Get on with the games. First is Naruto Ninja Storm 2. I have this on 360 and I want to get it on PS3 because apparently it's better, like, because there is quite a few frame rate issues. This still has them, to be honest. It still has a few frame rate issues, not as much as the 360 version, but it does have quite a few. I've noticed on this, I mean, you might call it crap, but on a 360 version I can basically block and do the substitution jutsu. Sorry, dry tongue. But I can't do it on this as well. On the 360 I could do it quite well. On this one I can't for some reason. I've only managed to do it a few times, but yeah, maybe it's my controller, because I am using a third party one. I'm not using the official Sony one because I don't like it, to be fair, that much, and I use a third party one. But that's probably why. But yeah, great game. It looks a lot better, as to be expected on a Sony on the PS3, because it does. I mean, that is true 1080p output, even though this only goes to 720p. But yeah, you can see the difference. Still frame rate. So yeah. Next game, I haven't actually played this. I kind of give it a miss because I don't know. And like, basically, it's not really a true direct sequel. It's more of a shows the events of him in Shippuden, and then it shows the events of him as a kid. So it's kind of like got them aspects about it. And that's Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. This is the card edition, but I got it second hand, so it doesn't come with a card. I do like the cover a lot better than the normal cover. I mean, that's him in Kyuubi mode, more or less, sort of, before he goes in, like, you know, Super Kyuubi mode, so to speak. Yeah, it's not Sage mode, like, basically. He has that form, and then the QB's like, oh yeah, well I guess I'll share my full power with you. That's just basically his form when he learns to control the QB. But the QB's like, yeah, fair enough, I'll open my heart to you and you can just like have all my chakra and I'll be your friend. And then he goes into a different mode. Probably just completely spoiled Naruto for you now, because it hasn't done that yet in the actually I think it has. I think it has done that in the anime now. Might not have done, but if you haven't been up with the manga like I have, I am completely sorry. But yeah, I haven't played this and looking forward to playing it. I have beat Ninja Storm 2 twice now, because I beat it on 360 and now on PS3, and so I can play for this. And yeah, never owned it, so look forward to playing that. Now, another game that I owned, but got again, and it's Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. Just rolls off your tongue. I don't like the way the case is. I mean, for some reason when I got it, it was kind of, that's like this weird bubble effect. I mean, it's like warped a little bit or something. But yeah, you don't get the card with it. Obviously, this was second hand too, so you don't get the card with it in DLC. But I have it on 360 and I have the card and stuff with it anyway. Yeah, this basically continues where the second left off. Maybe Generations has a bit more in between 2 and 3, but yeah, basically it leads up to the full on. Basically, the second Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 goes up to the Pain fight where Naruto learns Sage mode and basically fights Pain. That's where it ends, and then this leads up to the fourth Ninja War, where I think the last battle is where Naruto fights all of the tail beasts and Jinchurikis, basically, and fights. For the sake of this, for spoilers, even though a lot of people should have watched it now, but maybe you're one of those few, Toby, should we say, or Madara, as he's been revealed as, but I know who he really is, so let's just say the person you were like, oh yeah, it's totally going to be him, it was him, basically, even though we didn't want him to, it is. So it wasn't the fact that, like, me and my friend kind of had a bit of a debate over this, like, oh yeah, because I said, no, it shouldn't be him, it's kind of stupid if they do that. He was just like, it is him. I went, I know it's going to be him, but I don't want it to be. I'm not saying it isn't going to be him, I just don't want it to be. And then it was him. So he was just like, I told you. And I was just like, I already knew it was going to be him, I just didn't want it to be. You know? But yeah, it leads up to that, and obviously if they bring a fourth one out, it would just be a complete battle, like where it's at now. But yeah, they're pretty good games. I haven't played that one on PS3 yet, but I did play that one on 360 and I really enjoyed it. Again, it's a really simplified story compared to the anime and the manga. I mean, it's not massively simplified, like, oh, you're stupid, so we're going to tell it like this. Obviously, it's a game and they do their own version of it. So I just say it's simplified because it's, you know, quickly done and more understandable, of just like, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, when the manga is just like, oh, we'll tell this full story about how this happened, and, you know, it goes into something awesome. They're both completely different, so they're both awesome nonetheless. Anyways, last game I'm going to show, because it's the last game I have on PS3 that I bought, I think. I don't think I got any others. Let me check this one. No. And my PC's being stupid by turning the monitor off. Next game is God of War Ascension. Ignore this and ignore that because they have been redeemed. This was second hand. I think it was £10 or something like that. Yeah, I've been a massive God of War, well, not a massive God of War kick. I had a little bit of a kick. Master Keaton, my good friend Ian, he was playing God of War one day and it made me want to play it. So I played Ghost of Sparta, I think it was. That's the second PSP game, if I'm not mistaken. I played through that and I beat it because I've already beat all the others. I might play through them again, obviously, because you know they're pretty awesome, to be fair. And it was the only one I needed to beat, and I beat it on the HD collection. And basically, I wanted more God of War. I could have played through all the others, but I was like, why don't I get Ascension? I've been putting it off since release. I didn't want it because I thought it was kind of lame, the online stuff and all that. Apparently, you need a network pass for this. Damn. Hopefully, this one isn't redeemed. What's in here? But other than that, I probably won't play online. I played the beta and I thought it was kind of But I got told this might not have a single player. Now I was like, when I went in and looked at it, looked at the back and stuff, I seen it. It does have a single player. I mean, it kind of would have been a bit stupid if it didn't. And it does have a single player, so yay. But yeah, this is supposed to be basically the origin. It's like a prequel to the whole series of where it started, like what happened, how it started, and all stuff. Apparently, play as him as a normal human or something before, well, normal human, but you know what I mean. Before he got all this happen to him. But yeah, another game, another God of War, and yeah, I look forward to playing it. It seems like a pretty cool game. I mean, it is God of War, so it can't be all bad, right? I don't know. Anyway, that's my PS3 collection. The video is quite longer than I thought it was going to be, so I apologise for the length. But I'll be recording a few more videos, so you'll see me like this probably for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now. Eat chicken, play Metal Gear Solid, and keep being awesome. Goodbye.